Hi, my name is Matt, and this is my before and after story. The two words that I chose are disguised and revealed. The reason why I chose the word disguised was, even though I grew up in a Christian home and went to church and could probably tell you the right answers if you asked me, I still didn't understand what all of that meant. I still just saw it as like a bunch of rules that I had to follow, things that I had to meet or obtain, and it just made me feel like a failure. It made me feel like I couldn't do it, and it just made me feel bad, and it really prevented me from telling people how I truly felt about stuff, because I wanted to have the right answers. I wanted to tell people the right things, and this continued even more so and got even worse once my mom passed away in junior high. I just felt like I had to have it together. I felt like I needed to meet this expectation that people had on me, but I just couldn't. And I was just angry with God at the time, and I felt like I couldn't express this with people. I felt like no one knew who I was. I didn't feel understood, and this got even worse in high school. In high school, for the first couple years I went to youth group, was just this good kid, and then junior and senior year I just fell into drinking and alcohol, and just partying, and I felt like even though I would go to youth group and then afterwards I would go drink, I just felt like no one would understand what I was doing. That even if I told people, like they would just be like, "Why are you doing this? Like, we don't understand." And like I really prayed that I really prayed that I wouldn't feel alone. That that people would understand who I was. That people would be on the same page. And like in college, I think God really answered that. Within the first 2 weeks, someone shared this booklet with me, and what the booklet basically said was that God loves me, and that even though I'm so messed up and that I have so many things wrong with my life, that He sent His only Son to die on the cross for my sins. And through that, not through the things that I do or the way that I feel or the things that I think, that God loves me no matter what. And I feel like this really changed the way that I thought about everything, because it's instead of looking for what I had to do or how people thought of me or even making people feel bad, it's I didn't need to do that anymore. I didn't need to perform. I didn't need to meet up to the standard, because I knew that Jesus loved me and Jesus died on the cross for me no matter what. And this really allowed me to reveal myself. It allowed me to expose who I was. It allowed me to expose what I was struggling with, and I truly felt understood for the first time. I didn't feel like I was hiding. I didn't feel guilty anymore, and it was just so good. I've never seen, and I think something that encouraged me to do this was I've never seen people my age live for God in the way that I saw these people living for God, and it just inspired me, and it made me want what they were doing. So I think that God really brought me from disguising myself and revealing Himself to me, which allowed me really to reveal myself to other people. Thanks for listening to my story.